feeling the pull to let go of things? Well, it's a good day to do that. It is day 9 already in the Brilliant Mom Life Living It in Reality series. So we are going through the full cycle of the moon, a lunar cycle, and taking one goal all the way through so that you can see how to best utilize this information to help you in your life. This is something that women, actually human beings, and animals have been doing for millennia. The beautiful thing about using the moon is that it is always there and visible to us. If it's not visible on this night, it'll be visible the next night, and so it is always a constant reminder for us on where we are in the cycle and knowing that we can do, tomorrow's a new day. There's always room for more. We can always evolve and change. So today we are in yesterday was the full moon. We are now in the waning cycle versus the waxing cycle. So prior to the full moon is when we are building, waxing, adding wax on, and now we are in wax off. So waning is when we're moving towards the new moon, which is dark, and so there is a little bit less of the moon to see each night between the full moon and the new moon. Surprise, surprise, spoiler alert. And so today we are talking about starting to release, starting to let go. So we're still in that Cancer energy. We're going to be moving into the Leo energy. The Cancer energy is still that watery flow. And so with this ability to release, it's really that ability to step into the flow and start letting go of stuff that didn't work to get you to this point. Or, you know what, I no longer have to feel like I'm running so hard. I've kind of hit the midpoint. And so now I can start to maybe broaden my stride. I don't have to push so hard. This is that waning cycle where you really start to, I don't need to worry about that so much anymore. I've got the hard stuff behind me, and now let's start hitting our stride. I can see the finish line. And so this is where we can release and let go. Get into that flow. Start feeling the traction that you have built, and feel into that. So one of the practical things that you can do with this, we're in the renew phase of the pillars of Brilliant Mom Life program. And so renew is really take that in. I don't have to worry about that so much. Let me just take some breaths and some grounding breaths, and maybe even open my heart and expand it. The heart meridian runs from your heart through your arm out your pinky, and so it might even be just kind of like spreading your wings and loosening up the back and open the heart and let the heart just lead now, because you're not in that fiery have to do energy. Now it's like, okay, let's let my heart lead. Let's see what actually works, what feels good, and what's going to take me across that finish line. So maybe even write down 3 things that you can let go of that will allow you to take some of the worry out of your backpack, take some of the things that aren't yours out of your backpack, so that you can continue to kind of hit that stride. You don't have to worry about that. That's not yours. That's not yours to hold. Stay in your lane and focus on the finish line. We still have a couple of weeks before we get there, but just start to loosen things up. And so, a lot of what I talk about comes from one of my teachers, Gabor Mate, from not only parenting and letting go in your parenting style so that you can really allow your children to blossom. We don't have to have the tight grip on them. Start loosening the grip a little bit and let them blossom. You're still there to help them. But he also talks about letting go so that we can let go of some of the past pains that we have, some of the old stories that we've had, because you now have more of a body of evidence that you are building, that you don't have to hold so tight. you can make changes, and that allows for many of the emotional blocks to start to dissolve, or you can use them as evidence as we, and alchemize them, because we now have the body of evidence to prove that we can make the changes. So bookmark this, save this for this time next month so that you can come back to it, share it with friends. Comment below what it is that you are going to let go of to help lighten your load a little bit today. And let's continue to inspire each other. I will be back tomorrow. Make sure that you are subscribing so that you get the notification links, the bell when the next video is posted, and I will see you tomorrow. Good job. Keep going.